Have you ever questioned whether the man beside you truly loves you from his heart, or if it's just physical attraction? Maybe you've spent years, even decades, together, yet deep down, you still find yourself wondering, is his love real? Does he cherish you for who you truly are? Or is it merely habit, convenience, or something else entirely? This is a question that lingers in the minds of many women, especially those over 55. After weathering life's highs and lows, what you seek now is something real, something meaningful. And you're not alone. I've heard this very question countless times from women who have been in long-term relationships. They whisper their doubts, their unspoken fears, and they ask, does he truly love me, or is he just used to having me around? How can I tell if his feelings are deep and sincere? Is there a way to know the difference between real love and mere affection? If these thoughts have ever crossed your mind, keep reading because the truth may surprise you. If you've ever asked yourself these questions, you're not alone. The good news is that real love has clear signs. There are things a man does only when he loves you from the heart, not just for physical intimacy, but for a genuine emotional connection. In today's video, I will walk you through 9 undeniable signs that a man truly loves you from his heart. If you've ever had doubts, stay with me until the end. You may be surprised by what you learn. Now, let's dive into the first part of our discussion. How can you tell if a man truly loves you beyond physical attraction? Let's find out. Many people believe that men are not expressive when it comes to love. They assume that men show their affection only through actions, not words. This belief leads to confusion, especially in long-term relationships. Women often wonder, if he doesn't say I love you often, does he really love me? Why does he sometimes seem distant or distracted? Is he with me because he loves me, or just because it's comfortable and familiar? These doubts are understandable, especially when you've spent years, maybe even decades, with someone. I have spoken to many women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond who have felt this way. They share similar experiences. One woman, let's call her Sarah, told me, I've been with my husband for 35 years. He's always been a good man, responsible, reliable. But sometimes I wonder if he truly loves me. We don't have deep conversations anymore. He doesn't say sweet things. He shows affection in small ways. But I can't help but wonder, does he still feel the same way about me as he did when we were younger? Sarah's story is not unique. Many women in long-term relationships feel uncertain about their partner's true feelings. And it's not just about older relationships. Even women in newer relationships worry about the same thing. He seems to care, but how do I know if it's real? How do I know it's not just temporary? This uncertainty can create anxiety. It can make you feel emotionally disconnected, even if you're physically together. But here's the truth. Love is not just words. Love is not just actions. It is a combination of both. A man who truly loves you may not always say the words, I love you every day, but he will show his love in ways that are undeniable, ways that go beyond physical attraction or routine. And once you recognize these signs, your doubts will disappear. You'll be able to see clearly whether his love is real. So, let's talk about the 9 unmistakable signs that a man truly loves you from his heart. If he does these things, you can be sure that his love for you is deep and sincere. Sign 1. He expresses his love through kissing. Kissing is often seen as a simple act of affection, but in reality, it carries deep emotional meaning. A man who truly loves you doesn't kiss you just out of habit or routine. His kisses are full of care, warmth, and sincerity. Think about this. When he kisses you, does it feel rushed, or does he take his time, savoring the moment? A loving man will kiss you not just when he wants intimacy, but at random moments. When you're cooking together, when you're sitting quietly, even just as you pass by each other in the house, these small gestures mean a lot. They show that he is emotionally connected to you, not just physically attracted to you. If his kisses are gentle and affectionate, if they make you feel loved and cherished, it's a sign that his heart is truly in the relationship. A man who loves from his heart doesn't kiss out of obligation. He kisses because he feels something deep inside, and he wants you to feel it too. Sign 2. His eyes will tell you everything. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and that's absolutely true in love. A man who truly loves you will look at you differently. His eyes will reflect warmth, admiration, and deep connection. When he looks at you, does he hold his gaze, or does he glance away quickly? Does he look at you with interest when you talk? When you're in a crowded room, does he glance at you just to check in? When you share a quiet moment, does he hold your gaze as if words aren't even necessary? Eye contact is a silent way of saying, I see you. I appreciate you. I love you. Men who are only interested in physical attraction often avoid deep eye contact because it feels too vulnerable. But a man who loves you from the heart, he will look at you with a kind of intensity that makes you feel truly seen and understood. If you notice this in your partner, it's a clear sign of genuine emotional connection. Sign 3. He takes his time with you in a world where everything moves fast. Time is one of the most valuable things a person can give. A man who truly loves you doesn't rush through his moments with you. He savors them. Think about how he acts when he's with you. Does he seem distracted, always checking his phone or watching the clock? Or does he slow down, making sure you feel heard, seen, and appreciated? True love is patient. A man who loves you won't make you feel like you're just another task on his schedule. Even when life is busy, he will make time for you, not just for date nights or special occasions, but in simple, everyday ways. He enjoys sitting with you, listening to your thoughts, and simply being in your presence. He doesn't rush through conversations just to move on to something else. He values every second he gets to spend with you. When a man doesn't rush through his moments with you, it's because he truly cherishes your time together. This is a sign of deep love and commitment, not just convenience. Sign 4. He's not afraid to show vulnerability. For many men, showing emotions isn't easy. Society often teaches them to be strong, to hide their feelings. But when a man truly loves you, he will trust you enough to let down his guard. He will share his fears, the things that make him anxious or uncertain, his failures, the mistakes he's made in life, his dreams, his hopes for the future, including how he sees you in it. This kind of openness is rare. Many men would rather keep their emotions hidden than risk looking weak. But when he truly loves you, he won't be afraid to be vulnerable because he knows you won't judge him. Instead, he trusts that you will understand him. This is a major sign of deep emotional connection. If your partner opens up to you in this way, it means you're not just someone he loves, you're someone he trusts with his heart. Sign 5. He is fully present when he's with you. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Phones, work, TV, and endless notifications. But when a man truly loves you, he puts all of that aside when he's with you. He doesn't just sit next to you while scrolling through his phone, answer calls in the middle of a conversation with you, give half-hearted responses when you speak. Instead, he is fully present. Think about your time together. Does he give you his full attention when you speak? Does he listen, not just to respond, but to truly understand what you're saying? Do you feel like he values your presence, or do you feel like an afterthought? A man who prioritizes your time together is a man who genuinely cares. This doesn't mean he needs to be around you 24/7, but when he is with you, he makes sure you feel seen, heard, and important. If he puts effort into meaningful conversations, remembers the little things you say, and makes you feel valued, this is a strong sign of deep love. Sign 6. Intimacy is more than just physical. Physical attraction can bring two people together, but real love goes beyond that. A man who truly loves you doesn't just seek physical intimacy. He seeks emotional connection. Ask yourself, does he only show affection when he wants something in return? Or does he express love through small, everyday gestures? True intimacy is when he holds your hand just because he hugs you after a long day. He touches your face gently with care. These gestures show that he enjoys being close to you, not just for physical pleasure, but because he truly cherishes being with you. A man who only wants you physically won't put effort into these things. But a man who loves you from the heart will find 1,000 little ways to express his love outside the bedroom. Real love is about feeling emotionally safe, valued, and connected. If your partner makes intimacy about both of you, not just himself, it's a clear sign that he deeply loves you. Sign 7. He engages in deep emotional conversations. A man who truly loves you wants to know you on every level, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. This means he engages in meaningful conversations with you. Think about your conversations with him. Does he ask about your feelings, dreams, and fears? Does he remember things you tell him and bring them up later? Does he open up about his own emotions rather than keeping everything inside? Real love is built on emotional connection, and connection happens through communication. If your partner only talks about surface-level things like work, bills, or the weather, but never about how you truly feel, then something is missing. But if he talks with you about life, love, the future, and even difficult topics, it's a sign that he sees you as his true partner. Men who avoid deep conversations often do so because they're not emotionally invested. But a man who truly loves you will want to share his thoughts and hear yours. Sign 8. He doesn't pretend to be perfect around you. Many men feel the need to appear strong, confident, and in control all the time. But when a man truly loves you, he doesn't need to pretend to be perfect. He feels safe enough to show you his flaws, his struggles, even his insecurities. Ask yourself, does he admit when he's wrong? Does he let you see him when he's stressed, tired, or feeling low? Does he trust you enough to be himself without fear of judgment? A man who truly loves you will let you in, rather than keeping a wall up. He knows that love isn't about being perfect, it's about being real. If he lets you see his true self, the good and the bad, it means he trusts you completely. And trust is the foundation of deep, lasting love. Sign 9. He pays attention to the small details. Love isn't just about big moments. It's about the little things that happen every day. A man who truly loves you will notice and remember the small details about you. For example, he remembers how you like your coffee. He notices when you're feeling down. Even if you don't say anything, he remembers little stories you told weeks or months ago. These things might seem small, but they are huge signs of love. A man who doesn't truly care will forget these things easily. But a man who loves you from the heart will pay attention even to the tiniest details, because you matter to him. Real love isn't just about grand romantic gestures. It's about showing up every day in small ways, without expecting anything in return. If your partner listens to you, remembers the little things, and truly sees you for who you are, then you can be sure his love is deep and real. We've just explored 9 powerful signs that show when a man truly loves you, not just physically, but from the heart. Now, let's quickly recap everything we've discussed and talk about what to do next. The 9 unmistakable signs of true love. He expresses love through his kisses. His kisses are not just routine. They're filled with warmth and emotion. His eye contact speaks volumes. He looks at you with admiration and deep connection. He takes his time with you. He enjoys every moment with you without rushing. He's not afraid to show vulnerability. He lets his guard down and trusts you with his emotions. He is fully present when he's with you. He gives you his full attention, making you feel valued. Intimacy is more than just physical. He cherishes emotional closeness, not just physical attraction. He engages in deep emotional conversations. He talks about meaningful things, not just surface-level topics. He doesn't pretend to be perfect. He allows you to see his flaws and trusts you with his real self. He pays attention to the small details. He remembers the little things about you because he truly cares. These 9 signs are key indicators that his love is deep, sincere, and real. Reflecting on your relationship now, take a moment to reflect. Does your partner show these signs? Maybe he expresses some of them, but not all. That's okay. Love is a journey, and relationships grow over time. If your man does many of these things, then you're truly cherished and loved. Even if he doesn't say, "I love you," every day, his actions speak louder than words. But what if you feel like something is missing? What if you have doubts? If you don't see these signs in your relationship, don't lose hope. Sometimes, men express love in ways that we don't immediately recognize. The key is communication. If you want more emotional depth in your relationship, start with an honest conversation. Tell him how you feel. Share your thoughts, needs, and desires. Love grows stronger when both people understand each other better. If you're still searching for love, and if you're still looking for this kind of love, don't settle for less than what you deserve. The right person will show you love, not just through words, but through consistent actions that make you feel truly valued. Final thoughts. Love is about growth. Real love is not just about finding the right person. It's also about becoming the right partner. Love is a two-way street, and the more you nurture it, the stronger it grows. So whether you're in a relationship or still searching for love, remember this: you deserve to be loved deeply, sincerely, and wholeheartedly. Engage with us. Share your thoughts now. I have a question for you. Have you ever experienced these signs in your own relationship? Which of these signs resonate with you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's support and learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, like this video, it helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Share it with a friend. Someone you know might need to hear this today. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss our future videos on love, relationships, and life advice. Thank you for watching, and remember, real love is not just about finding the right person, it's also about becoming the right partner. See you in the next video.